What is up, guys? It's your girl Triple B, and today we are going to be talking about my Loc Goals. So I tried my best to put these in order, but there's like two that they might be able to switch, but I'll get into it. This is probably gonna be a real quick video. But my first goal is budding. Now, for all of my non-lockers, all of my non-dreadheads, everybody that doesn't actually know much about dreads, if anything, budding is when your hair takes shape of a lock. I have one, I think, that I can basically show you. Okay, this. So, let me show you a kind of a straight one. Okay, so this one, you see it still just straight up looks like a coil. It is straight completely. And this one, it goes straight. Then it has this little bulge right here. That is a starting of a bud. It's starting to bud. Now the goal, I have not reached it yet. Starting budding by, I mean, like, I can find multiple ones in my head pretty easy. As far as I know, that's really the only one that I can really notice. So yeah, budding, that's the first one. The next is shake. That means when I shake my head, my locks shake too. See, now you can see my locks stay still. They're just very stiff. When I get shake, they will move with me. So I go this way, my lock goes like that. I move this way and my lock goes like that. Let's see. Hang time. Hang time, by that, I both mean getting a little bit of length. It's like length and shake together. Hang time is where I go like this with my hair, and it just goes like flat back down. It's basically shake, but it's a little different, just a little bit. But it's like if I go like this, it won't just stick out. It'll lay back down by itself. Okay, so next, length style. That means once I get a little bit of length to my hair where I can style it. I don't mean now, because I think it's long enough for me to braid it, or, you know, like twist it back, or, you know, something like that. I don't mean that length style. I mean where I can like put it up, like having up here being put up and have like a pineapple thing. And, you know, styles like that where you put your hair up in something. But not all your hair. Like the back can still be loose, but the front, being able to put it into a ponytail, maybe a ponytail going back or whatever, or a ponytail going up top, or basically the pineapple. And all styles that you can do with the pineapple. Oh, or another thing is like the high top dread styles. Basically all of those, because they literally deal with the top of your head. Basically all of those styles. Okay, ponytail high. Ponytail high means like here, where I can fit all of my hair into a ponytail and it be up here. All of the hair. So I push all of this up and push this back, and it'll be like right there. My next one, obviously, would be ponytail low, which means my hair is now long enough to have a low ponytail. I'll be able to put them all back here. Now, you might not know the difference in length with that if you're like a guy, or even if you're a woman that you've always cut your hair, you always like short hairstyles. But the difference with it is, like, see, how do I explain the difference? Okay, it's like if your hair is this long. Okay, this is not realistic, but if your hair is this long, and you can put it into a high ponytail, every length of hair is this long. Now, your back being that long, it can go up and fit into the ponytail. And if your front is that long, it can go back and fit into a ponytail. See how basically these two can meet just like that? Yeah. Okay, so basically how those can meet up top. But going down back, this one can't reach all the way back there. If you get my flow now, the length is going to have to be more to have it all going back. Oh right, the high ponytail, I will count, like, when I put it back, and if I have just a few strands that won't actually go in, like maybe these up top, I'll count it if I can, just tuck them under my other locks. I'll kind of sort of count that. Oh, all the rest are length, because after it gets to that low ponytail, because after I get the length style, where I could do the high top, basically, styles, then I'm styling for days. Now, over the years of being like 6 years old to now, and, asking people that actually had dreadlocks all kinds of questions about them, I've learned that braids are bad. I mean, of course, just like for any kind of hair, if you keep your hair in braids 24/7, like all the time, like you have a braided hairstyle, you take it out, then immediately put one in, it's going to be bad for your hair because it's too much tension. But then again, always wearing it loose is also bad, or it's not necessarily bad, but you don't get much growth, because if your hair is just loose, you'll grow it slower. It grows, but it grows so slow. If you put it in styles, or protective styles, I think they call it, where it pulls, but like, okay, you want it to pull, but you don't want to pull too much. But if you pull, and it's like staying in that pull for a while, it helps the hair to grow. Makes the hair come out a little bit more, or whatever, something like that. Whatever the science is behind it. But you don't want to do that all the time, or you will pull the hairs out. Yeah. Right, anyway, but the next length, after I get the ponytail low, once I have the ponytail low, it will already be about right here, because it'll have to be at least right there for me to get the ponytail low, I figure. The next will be butts. That's right. That means my length will be down to my butt. Can't actually stand up and show you, I don't think. Yes, I can. Kind of, sort of. It'll be right here, all the way down. You couldn't see where my fingers were at, but that should prove my point even more. And then the next goal is the floor. Do I have to say much more? Rapunzel. It's going to be on the floor. And then, after that, jump rope. Come on. That shouldn't be that hard. That means I can take my hair and I can have it where I can jump rope with it. That means grabbing it, like, now I'm not talking about up here and grabbing one strand and doing like that. No, I mean being able to grab it, pull enough out to stretch it enough where I can jump rope with it. And then after that, double dutch. Now double dutch would be with 2 ropes. Or, yeah, it would be with 2 jump ropes. So I could take 2 jump ropes, hand it to somebody all the way across the way, have somebody stand in the middle, and it'd be long enough for us to do that with. And basically, after I get there, well, you know, yeah, maybe after I get to that goal, I'll cut them. And I'll start, I won't cut them all the way, but I might start from shoulder length and go through that again. And then they basically start over. I mean, depending on how many years I have them, because out of everybody that I've talked to about dreadlocks, I'm telling you, over the years, you know, just think about how much knowledge you have since you were 6 years old. If you're 7, I'm sorry, but you don't count. I mean, if you are, in your teens right now, just think of all the knowledge that you've gotten since you were 7. Now, out of every person with dreadlocks, freeformers don't count. Now, I will do a video on that too, explaining freeformers, because actually recently I learned that I guess I was kind of stereotyping them. I was stereotyping them because I did not know there was categories under freeformers. It's just like when, I guess, of somebody that doesn't know anything about dreadlocks, they think of Bob Marley. And then they think that they don't wash them, like, at all. There are people that don't wash their dreadlocks at all. And they're called Rasta? I think. I'm not positive. I never got into basically the nasty side. I never got into the nasty side. It was always the people that kept up their hair. Their hair did not stink and smell like poop all the time. And those are more common than the ones that smell like poop, really. Because, I mean, out of all of the years, those are the ones that I ran into or whatever. But anyway, out of what all they say, this is their favorite, or not their favorite stage, but the stage that they miss. Because it's nothing but going up from here. So, you see the most progress when your hair is like this, because your hair is going from being not locked to starting to lock. So, with this one strand, you'll see it start to bud somewhere around here, and then you'll get so excited about it budding. And then eventually all of this will be locked, and it will all be a bud, which are called locks. And then you get your new growth, which y'all all know what new growth is. And then you retwist that, and you put in your styles, and blah, blah, blah. But after your whole thing is budded, I mean, you're constantly kind of constantly locking it. When you have the new growth and you get it retwisted, your new growth is already locked, but you're retwisted to make it look neat. But yeah, this video is a lot longer than I expected it to be. But that's because I started explaining things too. But that's that's the basics. So there might come a time, years after having my dreadlocks, I might cut them all off, and I might start all over. Right now, I ain't planning none of that, because I'm just getting started. I plan to have them for a long, long time. There's actually a sister in my congregation that I just learned that she used to have dreadlocks. And ooh, hers looked amazing. My gosh. And she had them, I think she said, for 4 years. Man, and I have another Instagram account. I'm not going to edit this video, so it won't be in this video. If I really don't have time, but if I find time later on, I'll put it down in this description, or I might just put it in the next video I put up. But yeah, it's just for locks though. It's shouting out people with nice locks. I will tell y'all this one secret because nobody else knows. There was one person, I didn't care for her locks, but I shouted her out because of the kindness of my heart. But she's a freeformer. I'm sorry, but freeformers, I don't do freeformers. And I will get into the categories of freeformers. It's not freeformers that don't wash their hair. It's not that. It's just I don't like the look of that. It just it's unkept. That's what it is. It's unkept. That's what freeform is. You let your hair freeform by itself. Anyway, I won't get on to that topic right now because I'll make another video about freeform dreadlocks, telling you the difference. You know what? Probably what I'll do is first I'll categorize them. Categories in dreadlocks. That'll be one video. And then I'll go down the list. Or different ways to start them too. There'll be straight hair dreadlocks in that. Anyway, let me stop talking. It's about 16 minutes. This will take a while to upload. And I'm also downloading and uploading other stuff. Alright, so until next time, hallelujah and stay locked.